At HCF, we're all about giving value. We've got more CanStar awards than any other health fund and the lowest average rate rise of the major funds. And now with HCF Value Adds Q Confetti, we're also giving members the chance to take over our advertising. You could celebrate a birthday on a billboard, propose on primetime telly, or show off your skills on the radio. You can do whatever as long as it's legal. Is that legal? I think it is in Europe.
Vixens, never back down. We are fierce, powerful. We put in the work. Our time is now. Time to unleash.
Good evening, everybody. It is wonderful to have you here, and it's a very warm welcome to the 2024 Sharelle McMahon Medal. Pleasure to have you all with us tonight. My name's Pete Laser. Pleasure to be your co-host this evening with one of the game's greatest ever legends, because that's what's written in front of me. A big round of applause for Vixens' own Premiership player, Premiership captain, Bianca Chatfield.
Oh, thanks so much, Pete. I did not write your notes. The greatest is here, Sharelle McMahon over there on the table.
She's got a statue.
Now, I would like to begin by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people as the traditional owners and custodians of the land here in Melbourne, and pay my respects to the elders past and present, and extend the acknowledgement to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here with us today.
It is sensational to come together at the end of an unbelievable season so we can celebrate and do it all together here this evening. What a season 2024 Suncorp Super Netball was. Before we get into the night, though, there are a couple of special guests that we'd like to acknowledge. Netball Victoria President Carol Cathcart and fellow board directors. An apology from our Chief Executive Officer, Andrea Pearman, but a big welcome to our Executive Directors, General Managers and staff. Of course, she's already had one mention, probably gets a couple throughout the evening. Australian Netball Champion, Melbourne Vixens legend, bronze statued, and of course, namesake of tonight's award, Sharelle McMahon. That's the nicest you've ever been to a shooter. I like it. Melbourne Vixens head coach, Simone McInnes, OAM. The Leader of the Opposition, Mr John Pasuto, Member for Hawthorn and Shadow Minister for Multicultural Affairs. Minister Danny Pearson, Member for Essendon, Assistant Treasurer, Minister for WorkSafe and TAC, Minister for Transport Infrastructure and Minister for Suburban Rail Loop. Ms Sheena Watts, Member for Northern Metropolitan, Parliamentary Secretary for Emergency Services and Climate Action, and Head of the Office for Women in Sport, Sarah Stiles. A very warm welcome to our VIPs and special guests. To all of our valued partners, yeah, please give them a round of applause, of course. To all of our valued partners that have joined us in the room, we know we can't put this magnificent squad on court, have these amazing match days and have such a strong Netball Victoria without the wonderful partners that we have in the room. So to all of our partners that have joined us here this evening, a special mention to our principal partner, WorkSafe, but thank you to all of our magnificent partners for joining us here. To our unbelievable members, a record number of members we had this year, and I know we'll touch on it throughout the year, but throughout the night, but to our magnificent members that have joined us in the room, to our supporters who have joined us as well, thank you so much for joining us. But of course, our guests of honour, the 2024 Melbourne Vixens squad. Can we have a big round of applause for our Melbourne Vixens squad? We'll also extend that to all the partners, families, friends, drivers, Uber drivers, everyone who's involved in making sure that our squad members get through. The support staff, the coaching staff, everyone involved with this magnificent club and organisation. Thank you for joining us. It's great to be here. For those that couldn't be in the room this evening, we do have a live stream on the Melbourne Vixens Facebook and YouTube page. So to all of those watching us at home, thanks for joining us. Great to have you here. Please enjoy your evening.
Now, when we talk about the Sharelle McMahon Medal, there's a lot of history in our game, and especially for the club here with the Melbourne Vixens. There's been many past champions that have won this award, and if we go back to, I think 2014 was the first year that it was named the Sharelle McMahon Medal. But before that, we've had plenty of champions, including multiple winners of the award. Kate Maloney has won it twice. Liz Watson has won it 4 times. Emily Mannix has won it once. Sharelle McMahon, pre it being named Sharelle McMahon Medal, of course, has won it multiple times herself as well. So who will be our winner of the Sharelle McMahon Medal tonight, Pete?
Well, the big question is...
Don't tell me now.
Well, I don't need to tell you. We've got the same script, but I won't tell you now, although
Okay, good.
Sharelle has mentioned that she wouldn't mind just doing her formalities early, so we might flip that around for next year. But with Liz Watson's won it 4 times, Jiva 3 times, Kate's won it a couple of times. Do we have another multiple winner, or do we have a first-time winner coming this evening? What we do know, because we have looked at the script and we know what we're talking about, it is a very, very close count. We've had joint winners on a couple of occasions. Maybe that could be happening tonight as well. But before we go forward, what a season it was.
Wow, it's been an absolutely jam-packed season, hasn't it, for this year? And we know there's so many highlights to go through, and as much as I'm sure all the players and staff in the room don't necessarily want to revisit what happened last Saturday night, I think we all need to acknowledge what a huge achievement it was to be in that grand final, to fight all the way to the end. Please give all of the players and staff a huge round of applause for such a tremendous effort. Now, when we look back at the season, 12 wins in total, 4 of those being nail-biters, where the Vixens won by just 2 or less points. John Cain Arena was a huge fortress for the Vixens. They love playing there, but no team wants to come and play them there. And then, of course, we have to mention the huge sellout crowds all season. The largest attendance to date that we have had for the Melbourne Vixens, 60,011 people attended the home games across the season. So to everybody, to you watching at home, if you've come to a game this year, we thank you so much for being part of it. And for the players on the court, they sure do appreciate how loud John Cain Arena can get, especially in those close games. And another milestone I think we should all celebrate is 9,044 members for this club. That is the biggest and the best across the entire league. So we talk about John Cain Arena being a fortress. Potentially we're going to have to look bigger, Pete. You know, do we look at Rod Laver Arena next year? Do we look even bigger?
Well, we do have the Leader of the Opposition in the room, so depending on just how the government goes, you just never know.
You know, well, I'm thinking the MCG. Why couldn't we put a court in the middle of the MCG?
Well, I'm not sure you can get that across the line. But you are netball royalty, but you're probably just making that up. I would have thought.
I don't know about
15,000 at Rod Laver, I think, wouldn't be bad for 7 home games and a semi-final and a grand final.
Build it and they will come. Isn't that what they say? And on top of this, we welcomed 4 new Vixens. We had 6 athletes selected in the Diamond squad. A massive year for the club. And of course, a special mention to the brand new, tiniest members joining the Vixens family. Baby Maximus and Mama, I know Mama MJ is in the room. Big congratulations, wherever I can't, there she is. And of course, to the youngest of them all, Baby Mannix, who has had quite the season so far, possibly a candidate for Rookie of the Year. Congratulations to Ari and Emily as well for that news during the week.
Ari very excited, not the smallest member of his family, for just a minute. Em told me to say that's not fair at all. But it's funny, so if we start well, we go from there. You told me to say that.
I did not tell you to say that, and we're in a lot of trouble if this is how tonight's already starting. All right, time to get on to, or hearing from, one of the most important people in this club.
Well, before we do that, we love going forward with the night, of course, and we love our celebrations, but a night like tonight, it is on the back of so much hard work that goes into an amazing season. So before we take a look forward at what we are celebrating, let's take a look back at why we're here.
What another opportunity. The Thunderbirds gave it to her. 108 games of experience in Super Netball, only matched to right now in Kate Maloney.
Ali Smith picks up the crumbs.
Oh, and look at that defence.
A break for the Melbourne Vixens. Oh, Mannix! Weston looks long.
Better defensive structure there. Score for the Vixens in season 2024.
Garvin and Alice with the block.
Timing was perfection.
This will mean the world if she can sink. Gets one back for the Vixens.
Much better structure from the Vixens in defence. They were floating up, they were having a go. They were allowing or adding some hesitation. Kate Eddy.
He hits the magic number 300.
The speed on the ball to their advantage and a huge win in these big games, and it's the team that settles quickest.
And did some serious damage there as Kate Eddy. Again, taking their time here. They're being forced to the Melbourne Vixens, but don't look at all panic. Kira Austin.
Super shot shooter for the Fever.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a big hit from Joe Weston. Well, they only need a one. There it is. Oh, she put the Jets on. How is the ball movement here from the Melbourne Vixens?
From Monday, look, goes again with real power. Garvin knows every ball in the air. She needs to pull in strong. Maloney again. Looks for the double play. Advantage causing call on Williams. First look at the super shot and it dropped.
For their possession, Wilson, gosh, she was in good position.
Look at no one at home. Eventually Austin goes in and finds the baseline cleverly. Shamira Sterling-Humphrey, Nelly's balls. Oh, gee, this is extraordinary. If this drops, oh my goodness, some cook super shot. Have to find super shot range. Garvin needs to play it out and she does. Austin, the weight of the world.
Unbelievable highlights from an unbelievable season. So we could talk through our season all night, but there's someone that everyone wants to hear from. So can you please welcome onto the stage the Melbourne Vixens head coach, Simone McInnes.
Here you go, I'll bring you over the mic. Now, Simone, I just wanted to firstly reflect on the season that was. I know it's probably still very raw to think about what happened last weekend, but if you can take out some key moments, some key highlights from the season so in 2024 for this group.
Look, I think one of the highlights and the reward for me as a coach, and Di will agree the same thing, is that we had an amazing group of athletes, amazing people, that we get to work with them day in, day out. They were disciplined, they were committed, they were hardworking. They wanted the best for each other. They wanted the best and to be the best team. And they gave us everything that we asked of them and more. And, you know, I thoroughly enjoyed the season. And, yeah, it's hard to watch even like the grand final. Yeah. It's hard to watch. It's been a hard week, to be honest. It's a long week. But I'm so proud of the girls and what they did this year and how they got the best out of each other out there.
And can you think about or reflect on any of the best moments that happened? Any of the things that stand out to you? Whether I know, you know, we all love a good laugh within the teams. Has there been some funny moments that have happened during the season?
Look, you know what? I would probably say there was lots of laughs throughout the season. I think that's one of the big positives of the year, that we had a good time. We worked hard, but we had a good time. Di, help me.
Sorry. It's okay. We can come back to that if you like.
I haven't laughed really much since last weekend.
Okay. Tonight is all about having a good laugh about the huge season.
Yeah.
So what happens from here for people that don't know all the hard work that goes on behind the scenes? What happens now for you over the next couple of months in preparation for season 2025?
Oh, look, there's a lot that goes into preparation, but the exciting thing is that we've got a lot of our athletes, a lot of our team that are prepping for national programs. We've got, you know, players preparing for diamonds. We've got Lily that's preparing for 21 and unders, and we've got Fast 5 athletes in Rudy and Zara. So it's really exciting, and that's probably been real positives and highlights of the year, seeing athletes first time out there like Zara, Sophie first making her debut for the Vixens in 2024, and Rudy making her debut for the Vixens. But certainly a Lily, when, you know, I've been around for a few years now, but to see an athlete come in, it's her first year SSN, and to be out there making her debut for the season as well. But certainly some amazing achievements, and super proud of the girls. And yeah, we start prepping and looking ahead to season 2025.
And when you look ahead to 2025, what are you expecting, and what can we all expect from the Vixens?
I think, you know what, and it's been really interesting this week, even after the game, just to see just the hurt and the disappointment, because we came so close. It was a rough ride into the finals, and for many, you know, many really questioned us being in the finals, and we gave ourselves every chance in that game, and we wanted it, and we thought we were going to get it. Honestly, we did. So just the disappointment there at the end of the year. But I know that even catching up with the athletes and people across this week, that there's a hurt there that perhaps I haven't seen really before. There's a hurt there that will drive onto even bigger and better in 2025. And there's athletes there in the group that there's so much growth and improvement to come. And in some of them that we've only seen a glimpse of what they're capable of. So I'm really excited about that.
Well, everyone, please put your hands together for Simone McInnes. Now, Simone, I think we're going to get you to stay on stage. I can take the mic for you.
Please do stay on stage, because, as we know, the netball team is much more than the athletes that take the court every week and wear our club colours, support staff, coaches, team behind the team, and that specifically includes our full squad. So you might not see them every game day, but they are an integral part of the Vixens, and we couldn't do what we do without their hard work behind the scenes. So at the Vixens, as we know, we are all one big family. So we're going to welcome up our squad members, thank them for their hard work, their dedication throughout the season. And Simone's got a small gift that she will give to our wonderful squad members. So please welcome Ruby Barkmeyer. Maggie Karras. Gabby Coffey. Shani Lambden. And our first ever rookie signing, Emily Andrew. Five amazing athletes, and five athletes that hopefully will add to everything that the Melbourne Vixens are trying to do over the next 2, 5, 10, 15 years. What an amazing group. Can we have a big round of applause, please, for our magnificent Vixen squad members.
And everyone, you have to pay attention to Grant over there, our photographer. Please smile for a big photo. You can see him standing up there.
Into the lights. Sorry. Simone, you're, you know, being the coach and stuff. That's, yep. It's good. One good awkward photo to start. Big round of applause, please, for our magnificent squad members. Okay. Well, this is it. Everyone. This is, well, I think it might be the award of the night. No offence to Sharelle. She has got a statue as well. This is the Coaches Award. Now, this is unbelievable. Do not worry about the vote count later on. This is the most sort of Sophie Garvin changed states to try and win this award. Kate Maloney, back-to-back winner, 3-time winner. No wonder she's the captain.
Do you know the one person who hasn't got it before in her entire career? Sharelle McMahon never won the Coaches Award. There's a stat for you, Pete. Can you believe that?
It's about the only thing she hasn't won.
I know. That's why I thought we better highlight that
No,
one.
better highlight that. But
Emily Mannix, 2-times winner.
And just caused a bit of anger. I'll tell you what caused anger. Kate Eddy winning it last year. And just threw shade over everyone else. All her teammates didn't care. Gone. Didn't even get to go out with them afterwards. So this is an amazing award, and we very much look forward to finding out who wins this award. Now, the award is voted on by the coaching staff, presented to the athlete who's shown significant growth on court, in competition and training throughout the year. Don't worry about the Sharelle McMahon Medal. This is considered the big one. Just, you feel the tension. I know. Does any other club... Of course you can see it on there. A $250 prize from WorkSafe, but the 2024 Coaches Award goes to Zara Walters. Woo! I'm not sure Simone's going to get a barrel girl position anytime soon, showing the award.
Thank you, Simone.
People could see that at home on the live stream, but anyways.
Zara, firstly, congratulations on the Coaches Award. I know we have a bit of fun with it, but it actually is a very prestigious award because it means your first year has been pretty phenomenal for this club. I think you would all agree, everyone who has seen and witnessed Zara Walters out there on court, a phenomenal year. What does it mean to you to win something like this?
Yeah, obviously I'm super grateful for this. I think there was a few girls that thought they were in contention, so I'm very stoked to get this award. So,
who did you think were the hot favourites?
I think Soph thought she had it in the bag, but that's okay.
Can you talk to us about what the first season in Suncorp Super Netball has been like for you?
Yeah, it's been a bit of an up and down season. I think obviously it was a super high at the start to get out there and get your first 3 games in, and then was kind of hit with a bit of an injury that you had to get through, but I think I couldn't have done it without the support of everyone around me, and yeah, it was a super exciting year with lots of roller coaster rides.
And is there anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously Simone and Di for the opportunity I think you guys have given me this year. To experience something so special with this group. I think obviously to the girls as well, we didn't get that ultimate success, but yeah, definitely we've got so much more improvement and there's so much excitement for the years ahead as well. And obviously just to my family, I think the sacrifices that you guys have made, yeah, I can't thank you guys enough as well. I wouldn't be standing here without you, so thank you.
Well, everyone, please put your hands together for our 2024 Coaches Award winner, Zara Walters.
So that won't cause any angst going into pre-season?
Well, no, I just think it's going to mean people are going to work a bit harder, to be honest.
That's why Simone doesn't.
You've really got to get under the coach's radar a little bit differently, perhaps, to what you thought this year.
Let's hope Sophie signed to a multi-year deal so we can keep her. Our next award for the evening is another really important one, the Melbourne Vixens Volunteer of the Year Award. To assist with this presentation, would you please welcome up onto stage our trusted partner, BMD, Tony Damiani. Tony's come off the long run for this evening. So we need to... Thanks, Tony. Thank you very much, and thanks to the support of BMD as well. Great to have you on board. Our Melbourne Vixens volunteers, as we all know, play an integral role in our game day experience every year. Before we announce the winner of the award, we would like to thank each and every one of our amazing volunteers who have assisted throughout the season, some of whom have been able to join us here tonight, some are watching on the live stream. Can you please put your hands together and thank our magnificent volunteers? However, there can only be one winner of this award, and the winner of the Melbourne Vixens Volunteer of the Year Award, also taking home a $250 prize from BMD. Congratulations to Jenny Dole. You don't deserve it. It's someone else. Netball Victoria Life member. Step forward, Tony. Step forward into the light. There we go. Hannah knows. Yeah, we can show the winner now because we've announced it.
And Jenny, don't go anywhere. I want to hand you this mic. Here, do you need help? You're right. Okay, come over here with us so you can stand in the spotlight. Jenny, I want to know from you, you've been a long time volunteer, person, familiar face for all of us. No matter where we've been at in our careers, you've always been there. You've always been that trusted person we could come to. And every fan and every member knows your name. What was it and why did you get into volunteering with netball in the first place?
Now I am speechless. Because I just love netball. I love all the girls. I did the state teams. Yeah, I just love volunteering. I'm a chatterbox.
No.
I know. And of course, we couldn't run any of what we do without our volunteers.
Yes.
You and your husband, John, they're week in, week out. It's incredible to see. What have been some of the highlights for you over your time, especially working in the Vixens games?
Well, I used to tell everybody I was Sharelle McMahon out the front, but the kids would just look at me, I might say. But it's just lovely. The people that you meet, the members, it's just amazing. And I just have an amazing time. But I will say I have been doing it for 18 years and 3 weeks because I actually did manage the tryouts for the Vixens. I'm very proud of that. Remember?
Really?
Yes, yeah.
There you go. Thanks for picking me. Appreciate it. And what is this award, winning something like this, being recognised for all of your hard work, what does it mean to you?
Oh, it's lovely, but I don't know that I deserve it. I just do it because I like it.
Well, I think every single person in this room and everyone watching at home knows you absolutely do deserve this.
Oh,
everyone, please put your hands together for Jenny Dole. Thank you so much, Jenny.
Just don't let her give you any lollies because then they'll just rip your fangs out like they did for me. Yeah.
Okay.
I lost 3 fillings because of Jenny Dole, but anyway.
A little bit of self-control.
Well, yeah, there was... Oh, let's be an elite athlete all our lives. At least I had fun.
All right, let's continue on, shall we?
Okay, well, you started it, that's all I'm saying. Let's move to... I'm sure the people at home are having a great time. Next up is our Outstanding Service Award. And this award is voted on by team staff and athletes and is awarded to someone who's significantly contributed to the development of the team, provided great support to athletes and staff across the year, and represents the team in line with our Vixens values. The winner this year will take home a $250 prize from our partner RACV, and our Outstanding Service Award winner is Peter Brown.
And unfortunately, Peter is unable to be with us here tonight. He has COVID, so he's had to miss out. But as you all know, he goes above and beyond with his role, and he's a team player who contributes to the positive culture at the Vixens. Very passionate about what he does and continues to evolve and adapt to what the players need. So another round of applause, please, for Pete Brown.
Next up is our Excellence in Sport and Life Award. And to assist with the presentation to our winner, please welcome from Deakin University, Professor David Shilbury. Thanks very much, David. Great to have you here. Great to have the support of Deakin University as always. This award is presented to a player deemed to have demonstrated exceptional skills in balancing their commitments, achieving high standards, as determined by the Vixens management team, coaching and support staff. The winner will take home a $250 prize from Deakin University, and the winner of the 2024 Excellence in Sport and Life Award is Joe Weston.
Yes.
Let's get Pete to work.
Sure.
Just gotta hold it here. I've got a large slit in my dress, so I think this is the
Yeah, me too. Don't worry
most
about it.
appropriate way to
All right,
hold
we'll
it.
get through. Okay,
hold it
so
here.
Jojo, this is not the first time you've won this award. There's something about the way that you go about having a balanced lifestyle as well as being an elite athlete. Now, you do multiple things. Can you just let everyone know some of the other things that you do other than athlete life?
Well, I have a dog. Her name's Billy. She's 6 now.
Okay,
so,
great.
Yeah, Emily, if you need any hints about what it's like to be a mum, you let me know. You too, MJ. Obviously, I really like learning, so I've been at uni a couple of times and back for a second time around. I loved it so much the first time. And most people know me for crying on TV last year. So obviously that's a big part of my role at AMPA is advocating for players. That was a one-time thing, the crying. Don't expect it tonight, everyone. Unless it's tears of happiness when I win MVP, but not to be.
Love it. Love the confidence. Actually, around about that time last year when we saw you, all over the news, but that's okay. You can throw more of those lines if you like. You've been touted as being the next Prime Minister or a future Prime Minister. Is that something that is a deep passion of yours to do that one day, or someone's just thrown it out there and you thought, you know what, I'll go along with it?
I've just sort of gone along with it. I think it's not really my ambition, but I do think my 2 policies would, number 1, be that you can bring your dog wherever you'd like, and number 2, I'd be a big advocate for the 4-day working week. So I think I'd be a pretty popular candidate.
Okay, look at her go. You've got these speeches nailed as well. Everyone, please put your hands together for Joe Weston.
Thank you. Okay. Sorry.
Oh.
Take a minute.
Do you want to thank somebody?
I do want to thank everyone also in the room, but I just wanted to give a big shout out to our broader squad members. I feel like they're probably even more worthy recipients of me than this award, especially Gabby this year, who has been able to manage a full-time graduate position, as well as playing for us and the Lightning and the Victorian Fury. So I just think you guys do incredible things, and so shout out to them.
Very well said, Joe.
There you go.
Thank you.
Well, admittedly, she did cry because she didn't get to go to a party. I don't think it's as emotional as everyone makes it out. But well done to Joe. Happiness, tears. So that's our Excellence in Sport and Life Award, which does bring us, as much as we've joked about the Coaches Award, it does bring us to the vote count for the Sharelle McMahon Medal of 2024. After every home and away game throughout the season, our 2 coaches and high performance manager awarded 3, 2 and 1 vote to the players considered best on court. That means there's a total of 18 votes available for each round. The votes are tallied. The athlete with the most votes is named the Sharelle McMahon Medalist. Not surprisingly, the athlete with the second most votes becomes our runner-up. Let's get into our first 4 rounds. And before we take a look at the highlights, we'll welcome up Netball Victoria President Carol Cathcart to the stage, who'll read out our first 4 rounds. Please welcome Carol. Great to have Carol here joining us. We are doing it in segments here this evening. It seems a long time ago, so before we get into the votes, let's take a look at the highlights of rounds 1 through to 4.
History was made in round 1 as we faced new crosstown rivals, the Melbourne Mavericks, for the first time. Sophie Garben and Rudy Ellis made their debuts in Navy, and Zara Walters impressed.
Long ball, what vision from the youngster.
With a 60-minute performance in her first SSN game. Whilst injuries kept Joe Weston and Hannah Mundy out of the side, our leaders stepped up.
But Maloney flies through.
With captain Kate Maloney delivering 6 pickups and 26 feeds for just 1 turnover. Whilst vice-captain Emily Mannix ran out 4 quarters in goal defence and teamed up with Kate Eddy to shut down the Mavs attack line. A full-court defensive effort saw us take bragging rights, claiming the inaugural derby by 7 goals. We backed it up in round 2, coming out on top in a 1-goal thriller over the Thunderbirds in our first home game for the season. The reigning champions didn't go down without a fight, with 9 lead changes across the match, but Zara Walters refused to be intimidated by Latanya Wilson,
Walters so quick.
and Kira Austin's composure on the super shot kept us in it in clutch moments.
Austin fires it up. She nails it.
Jo Weston made her return, delighting the home crowd as she entered the court to play a shutdown role on Georgie Horgis. Kate Maloney earned Player of the Match honours, and come crunch time, her side played out a clinical final 50 seconds to hold possession and clinch a 1-goal victory. Round 3 saw the Vixens head north to take on the Giants. In what proved to be a rare occurrence, our full squad of 10 hit Ken Rosewell Arena, and every player saw court time in a 19-goal win. Lily Graham became Vixen number 65 when she took the court, and Hannah Mundy made her return from the injury that kept her out of the first 2 rounds. Player of the match, Emily Mannix, had a field day, racking up 11 gains, 6 intercepts and 7 deflections.
And high, and Mannix gets another one.
Sophie Garvin was rock solid under the post, creating space and showing off her growing connection with Kira Austin. Recruit Rudy Ellis came on late with immediate impact, picking up a couple of gains as her side sealed a 19-goal win. We celebrated Inclusion Round in Round 4, and in front of a crowd of over 8,600 fans at JCA, Hannah Mundy put in a Player of the Match performance.
Oh, what a feed to the top of the circle.
With 34 feeds and 4 pickups. Her strong drives and ability to create space around circle edge proving unstoppable. Sophie Garvin was dominant in the circle once again. Her composure and timing was on full display to provide a solid target for the feeders. Jo Weston and Kate Eddy teamed up across the transverse line to shut down the Firebirds' access to Danelle Wallam, who was well held by Emily Mannix. Weston racked up 7 gains with 3 intercepts and 4 deflections to her name in a tagging style effort.
Oh, Jo Weston, thank you very much.
The full court performance delivered the home side a 13-goal victory.
Round 1. Melbourne Vixens 68 defeated Melbourne Mavericks 61. 1 vote, Zara Walters. 4 votes, Emily Mannix. 5 votes, Kate Maloney. 8 votes, Sophie Garvin. Round 2. Melbourne Vixens 54 defeated Adelaide Thunderbirds 53. 1 vote, Sophie Garvin. 1 vote, Emily Mannix. 3 votes, Zara Walters. 5 votes, Kira Austin. 8 votes, Kate Maloney. Round 3, Melbourne Vixens 63 defeat Giants Netball 44. 1 vote, Kate Maloney. 2 votes, Kate Eddy. 6 votes, Jo Weston. 9 votes, Emily Mannix. Round 4, Melbourne Vixens 68 defeated Queensland Firebirds 55. 1 vote, Kate Maloney. 3 votes, Sophie Garvin. 6 votes, Jo Weston. And 8 votes, Hannah Mundy.
Thanks very much, Carol. What a fantastic start to the season. I would now like to call Netball Victoria board member Marg Molina to the stage as we take a look at the highlights from rounds 5 to 8.
Round 5 saw us head back to Sydney to take on the New South Wales Swifts, and the traditional rivalry delivered another thriller. Kira Austin earned Player of the Match honours, shooting at 93% accuracy and delivering 4 pickups and 2 gains. Her composure, movement and timing in combination with Sophie Garvin
She swings it.
proved too much for the Swifts to contain. Emily Mannix continued her fine form with 7 gains to her name, whilst Jo Weston pulled in 3 intercepts.
Look at that defence.
In another relentless tagging effort. Hannah Mundy racked up 38 feeds and pulled in 2 intercepts of her own.
Oh, that is a great second phase.
And despite a flurry of super shots from the home side, we stayed composed off the back of a couple of clutch efforts from Mannix and Austin and registered a 2-goal win to make it 5 in a row. Round 6 proved to be one to forget for the team in Navy. The sold-out John Cain Arena couldn't get their side over the line as we faced former co-captain Liz Watson for the first time in her new colours. Lightning came out firing and shot to an early lead. And whilst we fought back strongly to take the lead at quarter time,
What a turnaround in 1 quarter for the Vixens.
the visitors' superior game ball conversion saw them retake the lead and we couldn't wrestle it back. Sophie Garvin shot an impressive 94% accuracy.
She shoots another.
And Emily Mannix handed her side a remarkable 10 gains, but it wasn't enough to continue the winning streak, Lightning claiming a 7-goal win. Round 7 could not have been a more different tale as we made the trip to Perth. Coach Simone McInnes backed in her starting 7 for the full 60 minutes, and they rewarded her with a stunning performance in front of a hostile crowd. With Kate Eddy out, McInnes turned to Jo Weston to fill the void in wing defence, Emily Mannix in goal defence, and Rudy Ellis made the most of her experience against Fever powerhouse Janelle Fowler-Nemmer.
Big rebound from Ellis.
Clinical, clean and composed, Fever simply had no answers. Kate Maloney put in an incredible performance with 42 feeds, 2 intercepts and 0 turnovers to her name.
Straight into the hands of Maloney.
Kira Austin and Sophie Garvin each shot their 1,000th National League goals in style with a fadeaway buzzer-beating super shot, ticking the winning margin over to 11 goals.
No one is invincible as Sophie Garvin.
We returned home in round 8 and took on the Giants, and in a full court performance, we led from the first goal to the final whistle. Sophie Garvin was unstoppable, shooting 51 goals and grabbing a couple of intercepts to take player of the match honours.
And she continues to rack up the stats.
Rudy Ellis shut down Matisse Leatherbarrow in the circle, her reach over the shot making life hard for both shooters. Kate Maloney delivering another mammoth effort through the middle, putting in the hard yards to link her defensive and attacking units and racking up a game-high 39 feeds. Hannah Mundy continued hitting circle edge at will and showing off her growing connection with Garvin, who finished the match at 93% accuracy, as the margin blew out to 14 goals.
Round 5. Melbourne Vixens 61 defeated New South Wales Swifts 59. 2 votes, Emily Mannix. 3 votes, Kate Maloney. 6 votes, Jo Weston. 7 votes, Kira Austin. Round 6, Melbourne Vixens 57 defeated by Sunshine Coast Lightning 64. 1 vote, Sophie Garvin. 1 vote, Jo Weston. 4 votes, Kate Maloney. 5 votes, Hannah Mundy. 7 votes, Emily Mannix. Round 7, Melbourne Vixens 76 defeated West Coast Fever 65. 1 vote, Sophie Garvin. 1 vote, Kate Maloney. 2 votes, Emily Mannix. 2 votes, Jo Weston. 3 votes, Hannah Mundy. 9 votes, Kira Austin. Round 8, Melbourne Vixens 74 defeated Giants 60. 1 vote, Kira Austin. 4 votes, Kate Maloney. 4 votes, Hannah Mundy. 9 votes, Sophie Garvin.
Thank you very much. A big round of applause, please, for Mark Molina, OAM. Great to have Mark here, our board member. 8 rounds down, of course, 6 to come. So before we get into that, let's take a look at our leaderboard just past the halfway mark. And we'll pop it up on the big screen. Kate Eddy with 2, Zara with 4, Hannah with 20, Jo 21, Kira Austin 22, Sophie Garvin 23, and Mannix 25. And in first place after round 8, our captain, Kate Maloney, on 27 votes. We mentioned it was a close count. It doesn't get a huge amount closer than that. 6 rounds still to go. We're going to take a break for main course, so please enjoy, relax, have a wonderful evening. Back with the remainder of our count very shortly.
Teammates and club are in need, I'll be here, because that's what our netball community does.
I was there for my club, and my club was there for me. In rain, hail or shine, every Saturday we turned up to play.
Our game means so much to so many different reasons.
Competition, community, connection and wellbeing.
For over 20 years, WorkSafe has been part of the netball community, helping you stay safe at work so you can enjoy the game you love. WorkSafe Victoria, here when you need.
So you're going to study sport?
Study sport? Nah, I'm going to innovate sport. Faster! Grow sport. Any comments? Lead sport. Think beyond the field.
Excuse me, everyone, if we can grab your attention for one final segment. I do trust you've enjoyed a beautiful main course and, of course, socialising with everyone here, having a wonderful time as we're celebrating our 2024 season. And, of course, it is time to come back and be a part of What promises to be a very exciting next segment, B.
It sure will we. But before we get to the awards, I would like to welcome up the Partnerships Manager at Netball Victoria, Janelle Jorgensen, to make her way up onto stage.
She's brought her own fan club.
I know, look at this.
Do you know that 90% of the room just found out what her real name is?
JJ?
Yeah, well.
I mean, it's okay. We've got to be a bit
Very
formal up here, don't we? Now, there is one partner in the room tonight that we would like to thank for the many years of support. The Melbourne Vixens and Puma have had a proud partnership for 7 years, with Puma contributing to the Vixens on and off-court success, particularly helping us grow the Melbourne Vixens brand through the national collaborative marketing initiatives such as Witness Fearless. Could Athlete Relationship Manager at Puma, Danny DeConza, please make her way to the stage? Give Danny a big round of applause. We have a small gift for you, Danny, from the Vixens. And we are sad to be parting ways at the end of the year, but it has been a pleasure working closely with all the Puma staff over the years. Please put your hands together, please, for Danny and for everyone at Puma.
Thanks very much, Danny. See, Puma should come out with those white boots. That will get the sales through the roof. It is time for one of the formalities of the night. So would you please welcome back to the stage Netball Victoria President Carol Cathcart for the President's Address.
And she's right here.
On behalf of the board, it's my great pleasure to recognise the contribution of all who have played a part with the Melbourne Vixens this year. And wow, what a season. We achieved so much both on and off the court. This season, as mentioned, we broke our membership record, broke our season crowd attendance record, broke our regular season crowd record, not once, but twice, and that doesn't even include the team's achievements on the court. Congratulations to Simone, Kate, the players and support staff on your performance this year. You displayed great courage, tenacity and skill and should be very proud of the way you played. 4 athletes made their debut in the navy dress. We welcome Sophie, Rudy, Zara and Lily to the exclusive Vixens Club. We won the inaugural Victorian Derby against our new crosstown rivals, the Mavericks, and while we'll battle fiercely on court, we continue to work with them off court to grow our sport right across the state. We elevated Victorian Pathway athletes to squad members and signed Emily Andrews as our first ever rookie athlete. And then as injuries and pregnancy struck, we brought them into our game day team and saw them step onto the big stage. And despite all the challenges thrown our way, our Vixens stood tall and played out one of the best grand finals the league has ever seen, even if the final result didn't fall our way. Thank you to our fantastic partners. We could not provide the exceptional support to our team or spectacle for our fans without your contribution. Our principal partner, WorkSafe, Premier Partner, HCF, major partners, Deakin University, Origin, Sixt, Victorian Institute of Sport and Puma, and key partners, BMD and Gilbert. I think we can put our hands together for our partners. We appreciate the time, effort and energy provided by Simone, Di and the specialist coaches who worked tirelessly to prepare the team through the ups and downs of the season, as well as the support staff who ensure the players are prepared to perform. Thank you to Kate and the players for your commitment and dedication to the Melbourne Vixens. You're an inspiration to so many, from our newest participants and fans to those who have a lifelong love of netball. We also recognise the enormous contribution of your families and partners who support you throughout the journey. Thanks to our CEO, Andrea, General Manager of Vixens Performance and Pathways, Megan, and the Netball Victorian staff and volunteers who go above and beyond to support the team. And while I'm biased, provide the best environment and home game experience of any team in the competition. To our inner sanctum and Melbourne Vixen members, your enthusiasm and support of our team is appreciated and unparalleled. And now, with the SSN season over, we look to the international stage. 6 of Vixens were selected in the Australian Diamond squad, including Hannah earning her first selection. Congratulations to Kira, Kate, Jo, Sophie, Emily and Hannah. You're in rare company and we're proud to see you reaching the pinnacle of our sport. Our Vixens deserves a clap. And finally, our Vixen athletes, coaches and staff are the epitome of dedication, work ethic, strength and family. We're proud of the role you each play in our community and at our club. We congratulate you on yet another remarkable season in the world's best netball league. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you very much also to Carol and the board, of course, everyone involved with Netball Victoria for their wonderful leadership over the course of the past 12 months, and great to have you here this evening. I will ask you to stick around if you can, because as you mentioned, this season we were able to welcome some new faces to our club, 4 magnificent athletes making their debut and officially receiving their Melbourne Vixens club numbers. We will call our newest Melbourne Vixens club inductees onto the stage, if we can, please. Melbourne Vixen number 62, Rudy Ellis. Maybe stay on stage, ready if we get, yep. Yeah, in the back corner, that'd be awesome, yep, so no one can see you. There we go. Melbourne Vixen number 63, Sophie Garvin. Melbourne Vixen number 64, Zara Walters. And Melbourne Vixen number 65, Lily Graham. Can a big round of applause for our 4 debutantes who now go to the front of the stage and squash in together. Thank you, Carol. Beautifully done. One more round of applause for our newest Melbourne Vixen Club inductees. Jazz been on the stage a little bit earlier, but our next award is the Rookie of the Year. So to present this award, we'll ask from Puma if we could get Danny DeConza to come back on stage, please. We just want another look at the boots. Thank you, Danny. The Rookie of the Year is an award that's presented to a player in their first couple of years at the club who have contributed significantly to the team's culture. The winner takes home a $250 prize from Puma. The winner of the Rookie of the Year is Zara Walters.
That's right, we've got to go again. Firstly, congratulations on Rookie of the Year. Zara, coming from playing for the Colac Tigers to playing in front of over 9,000 people at John Cain Arena, can you give us a bit of an insight into what that felt like for you when you run out onto court with the Vixens?
Yeah, I think I was actually literally just talking to Kim about that, and I was saying this time last year I never thought I'd be in the position I am today, so to think back to last year and being out on the court with the Colac Tigers, I think it's a huge change. But I think it's been awesome to be surrounded by the girls that I have. Yeah, it's been a pretty incredible season. So.
Is there a moment to you that stands out? Is there a highlight? We asked Simone any funny moments that have happened this year that really stand out to you. Is there anything that you can think of?
Nothing. There's lots of funny moments, obviously, but I think probably making that grand final, it still seems pretty surreal. I know it was a very heartbreaking moment, but I think we're all pretty proud of how far we did come in that season. So, yeah, it's a very, very exciting season.
It sure was. Everyone, please put your hands together for Zara Walters, Rookie of the Year. Well done.
Congratulations, Zara. Our next award is the Player of the Finals Award. To assist with this presentation, would you please welcome from 6th, Glenn Lawrence. Thank you, Glenn. Great to have you here. Great to have the support of 6. Great to see Kate Eddy on the side of every second truck that drives around. So in a season where the Vixens participate in 2 or more finals appearances, this award is presented to the athlete deemed by the coaching staff to have performed above and beyond for the team during that finals series. The winner takes home $250 from 6th, and the player of the Finals Award is Kira Austin.
Firstly, congratulations. Can you take us through what it felt like for the team and you individually as well through that final series? Because you took all us on a roller coaster ride. I can only imagine what it was like for you all.
Yeah, we probably only played 2 out of the 3 finals. I'm not sure where any of us were for the first one. We'll just put that in the memory bank. But yeah, I think, you know, the past 2 times I got to play finals with Vixens, I had COVID for one of them. Only the second time. I didn't expect this. I don't know, it's such an exhilarating moment to get to the finals, and I think we had such a hard year this year with the amount of injuries we had, and we had such a fresh and exciting group, and I think there was a real sense of belief that we would go all the way. So that sense of hurt that Simone talks about was really kind of there when we finished, and we've all pretty much gone through the 5 stages of grief, but we know that we can put some really exciting netball out there, which is really good going forward.
And you individually, I mean, obviously finals player, but it was a fantastic season from you. Can you take us through some of your highlights that you had this year?
Oh, just like every moment you get to go out there and play for this club. Like I've absolutely loved living down here in Melbourne and being part of the Vixens. And yeah, like I said, we just had such a really fun group this year, and I can't really put my finger on, you know, what the difference was, but there were so many different stories. Mama MJ, like new, fresh Colac. I've never heard of Colac, now I know where it is. Oh, just so many stories, and yeah, I think that's what makes it so, like, you want to turn up and just love the people you play with, and yeah, it doesn't even feel like a job getting to turn up every day and play with these girls. So I'm looking forward to next year and hopefully just going that one extra step.
Well, everyone, please put your hands together for Kira Austin, our player of the final series.
And so that brings us back to our vote count for the season 2024. And we are at the pointy end of the season. We saw before the break Our skipper, Kate Maloney, leading by 2, 6 rounds to go. We know how close the count is. On that note, it's time to welcome the namesake of tonight's award to read out the remaining votes and assist us, of course, with crowning our runner-up and MVP. Would you please welcome Sharelle McMahon? You've dressed as a screen. You've done very well here. They follow you. That's how influential you are. Before you read the votes, though, let's take a look. If we're going to do this in 2 parts because it is so close. So let's do rounds 9 to 11. Let's have a look at the highlights.
The second ever derby against the Mavericks came in round 9 on the King's birthday Monday. The stage was set for a fierce battle, with a record-breaking crowd of over 9,000 fans packing JCA. And the opening term didn't disappoint.
Emily Mannix with a huge block of that pass.
The Mavs had no answer for Sophie Garbin's timing and elevation, the shooter troubling the score sheet with another haul of 51 goals.
She fixed it for falling out of court.
Whilst the trio of Weston, Mannix and Ellis were causing mayhem at the other end. Weston and Mannix worked tirelessly across the transverse line to allow Ellis to have a fly, and the work rate was rewarded on transition by the ever-consistent Kate Maloney and birthday girl Hannah Mundy. Kira Austin put in another player of the match performance to deliver a resounding 19-goal victory.
They now secure top position.
Back on the road in round 10, we headed north to take on the Lightning and executed an impressive full-court defensive effort. Elevated to replace Kate Eddy, Shani Lambden was handed the task of shutting down Liz Watson and took the opportunity with both hands.
2 touches there to Shani Lambden in the first 5 seconds of the game, so she's definitely here to play tonight, the young Vixen.
Player of the match, Kate Maloney, was a general throughout the midcourt, reliable and composed as ever, and giving 27 feeds for just 1 turnover. Lightning's defence did its best to disrupt our attacking rhythm, but Hannah Mundy and Kira Austin adapted their movements to continue finding Sophie Garbin at the post.
To the post unattended.
I just piff it as well when I was in trouble. She's a pretty safe bet, isn't she?
Joe Weston's tagging efforts gave Emily Mannix the freedom to contest as we kept cool heads through a frantic finish to take home a 2-goal win. The Sergeant McInnes Cup was on the line when the Swifts arrived at John Cain Arena, and skipper Kate Maloney was determined to reclaim the trophy. Maloney's work rate and balanced connections at both ends of the court saw her topping the stat sheet once again.
Maloney comes up with another turnover and another opportunity for the Vixens.
Our defensive unit was humming, forcing the visitors into a handful of turnovers early and generating plenty of game ball.
Emily Mannix, that is how you do it.
Kira Austin was a steady presence in attack, and youngster Lily Graham was injected in the last quarter, delighting the crowd with her willingness to go to post.
Thank you very much, Lily Graham.
While Sophie Garbin had a run out at goal attack. Coach McInnes was pleased with her side's ability to push the margin out, registering a 20-goal win over our long-time rivals in red.
Round 9, Melbourne Vixens defeated Melbourne Mavericks. 1 vote, Sophie Garbin. 1 vote, Emily Mannix. 1 vote, Joe Weston. 6 votes, Rudy Ellis. 9 votes, Kira Austin. Round 10, Melbourne Vixens defeated Sunshine Coast Lightning. 1 vote, Kira Austin. 1 vote, Sophie Garbin. 4 votes, Shani Lambden. 6 votes, Kate Maloney. 6 votes, Joe Weston. It's really hard not to giggle when you're all reacting like that. It's very serious business up here. Round 11, Melbourne Vixens defeated New South Wales Swifts. 1 vote, Hannah Mundy. 2 votes, Sophie Garbin. 3 votes, Jo Weston. 4 votes, Kira Austin. 8 votes, Kate Maloney.
Thank you. Very nice. Very good little report. Sure, this is, yep, there we go. Just leave it up and away we go. So we don't always do this, but after round 11, it is very, very close. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, and who would have thought there's probably going to be a couple of oohs as we go. So let's look towards the top of the list, the top of the tree. Kate Maloney out in front with 41 votes. Kira Austin 36, Jo Weston 31, Sophie Garbin 27, and Maddox 26. With 3 rounds to go, 5 votes separate first from second.
I know, it's getting tight. 3 rounds. Will it be another draw? What do you think, Pete?
I think we've said the same thing for 4 years and it never has been, but you never know. Well, we know because we've got
last draw, Jiva, Mentor and Karen Bailey.
Karen Bailey, yes.
Back in, I think, 2015, if my memory serves me correct.
Usually does, that's right. So, 3 rounds to go. Plenty of oohing and ahhing to go, no doubt. Let's take a look before we read those rounds. Let's take a look at the highlights of rounds 12 to 14.
Back on the road, and the reigning champs were out for revenge after our 1-goal thriller in round 2. The Thunderbirds' defence was suffocating from the outset.
You can see the Vixens really thinking about every path they're taking.
Perhaps paid too much respect by an attack line that looked hesitant at times. Kira Austin's super shots kept us in it, shooting 7 for the match, despite constant pressure over the shot.
Austin, again, supreme shooting.
Coach McInnes tested a range of combinations in an attempt to stem the hosts' flow, but a workhorse effort from Kate Maloney and the Western Mannix pairing in defence wasn't enough, as the margin pushed out to 15. Zara Walters' return from injury was a highlight in a disappointing night, the mid-quarter impressing with 20 feeds and 3 pickups in 40 minutes on court. Our final home game of the regular season saw Fever make the trip to JCA, and another record-breaking crowd packed the venue for First Nations round. Zara Walters was relentless in wing attack with a huge 48 feeds, 3 pickups and just 2 turnovers in 60 minutes of netball. The return of Kate Eddy from injury was another positive in the lead-up to finals, and youngster Lily Graham delivered a breakout performance, her dynamic movement and composure to post thrilling the home crowd.
Lily Graham, good on it! She sets the stadium alight.
Graham almost dragged her side over the line with 6 super shots, but we fell short by a single goal, and were pulled back to level with Thunderbirds and Fever at the top of the ladder with 1 round to go. Our final match of the regular season saw us head to Brisbane to face the Firebirds, who were farewelling retiring captain Kim Ravallion. With a top 2 spot on the line, we came out firing and never looked back. Emily Mannix and Rudy Ellis combining beautifully to force turnovers in the defence end. Hannah Mundy's battle with Vive was one to watch. 2 powerful athletes going toe-to-toe across the transverse line. And Sophie Garbin and Kira Austin shared the load, shooting at 97 and 82% accuracy respectively. Kate Maloney put in yet another workhorse shift in the centre with 41 feeds and 2 pickups to her name. We ran out winners by 10 goals, leaving Fever too great a margin to overtake us on percentage and ultimately securing a major semi-final berth.
Round 12, Adelaide Thunderbirds defeated Melbourne Vixens. 1 vote, Kate Maloney. 5 votes, Zara Walters. 5 votes, Jo Weston. 7 votes, Kira Austin. Round 13, West Coast Fever defeated Melbourne Vixens. 1 vote, Kira Austin. 2 votes, Rudy Ellis. 2 votes, Lily Graham. 2 votes, Kate Maloney. 2 votes, Jo Weston. 9 votes, Zara Walters. Round 14, Melbourne Vixens defeated Queensland Firebirds. 1 vote, Rudy Ellis. 2 votes, Kate Maloney. 3 votes, Emily Mannix. 3 votes, Hannah Mundy. 9 votes, Kira Austin.
Thank you very much, Sharelle. Chaz, if you can stay here to assist with our presentations, and from HCF, I'll invite Harry Robertson to the stage. Can we give a big round of applause to Harry? Team behind the team, great to have Harry here. Great to have the support of HCF as well. It does bring us to the conclusion of our vote count for season 2024. First up, we're going to announce our Sharelle McMahon medalist. First up, our runner-up, and then our Sharelle McMahon medalist. The Melbourne Vixens Most Valuable Player runner-up for season 2024 takes home a $250 prize from HCF as well. The Melbourne Vixens Most Valuable Player runner-up on 46 votes is Kate Maloney.
Kate, let's talk about the season that was. For you personally, you had such a great season. Everyone was talking about it was one of the best seasons that you've played. Can you take us through, what it was? Why was it different for you out there? What was it that made you feel so good when you were out there playing?
Yeah, I think a few girls have touched on it so far tonight, but there was just this really great feel amongst our team, a real freshness that came into our side this year. We had a lot of fun, we enjoyed what we did, and I think it really showed out on court with our performances as well. So absolutely loved playing with the girls this year, and unfortunately we couldn't go all the way, but I'm so proud of the performances we were able to put out, and that performance we put out in the grand final as well.
You were the number one for pickups across the league. It's something that you were fighting out with Liz Watson and Georgie Hodges.
I'm glad I beat Lizzie on that one.
Yeah, you beat Lizzie on that one. And you came out on top in the end. Okay, I know it's the pickup stat, but why is it so important? What is the story behind it that really drives that stat to be so important?
It's funny, it's probably a stat that Simone early on in my career really spoke about. She always said if we won the pickups, we'll win the game, and we always set ourselves to 75%. But even when I look at, what my best game is and what my best version is, I always do say if I'm getting the pickups that I'm playing good netball, because I just think it means that I'm really switched on with what I'm doing, and it doesn't always work out that way, but it is something that I really like to focus on in terms of it's something I can control, and if there is a ball there, I always try and get there as quick as I can.
And you usually do.
And sometimes I try and steal some off Joey and Rudy and Mannix's intercepts as well, which they don't like.
Oh, so they've helped you get number one. Okay, we get it. Can you take us through some of the memorable moments for you this season?
Oh, there's been so many. I think we started our pre-season off heading over to New Zealand. We had a great camp over there, which I think really set us up for what we wanted to look like as a team. And then, coming into the season, we had so many new faces out there in Zara and Sophie and Rudy and Lily, and I think, as I said before, there was a real freshness amongst our group, and I think just getting those early wins on the board gave us a lot of confidence. And, you know, we had a tough year with injuries. Not everything went our way, but I was so proud of the way that players came in, and that's not just our 10, but all of our squad girls over here that, you know, they stepped up at different times, not just during games, but at training. We had just, an amazing squad of 15 of us that worked so hard, and, you know, games are going really well. We had some tough losses at the back end of the season, but I think the way that we came back together, we learnt from those losses, and then to put out the performance we did in the grand final. It's a funny one. It hurts. It still hurts now standing up here. It was tough, but I'm so proud of the way the girls came back from that game in the semi-final against Thunderbirds, and so it's a real bittersweet one for me because I'd love to be standing up here in front of all of you guys as premiers this year, but I'm so proud of the girls and the performances they put out still, and hopefully we can keep building and, as Kip said, go one step further next year.
And as a proud captain of the club, what can all the supporters, members, team expect of the Vixens in 2025?
Yeah, I think it's just, hoping that we do go one step further. I think we saw so much growth amongst our group this year, and from our youngest players up to our senior players, and I think that's really exciting. We had some new players come in, and those connections are just going to continue to build, and I think that's really exciting for us going forward. And I can't wait to see us continue to grow as a group and hopefully go that one step further.
Well, that's exactly what we hope as well. Everyone, please put your hands together for our Sharelle McMahon Medalist runner-up, Kate Maloney.
Thanks,
Good job.
Congratulations, Kate, our wonderful captain, and another fantastic individual season as well. It does come down to our final moment, our last formality, of course, the Sharelle McMahon Medalist for 2024, who will take home a trophy, a beautiful Sharelle McMahon Medalist necklace, and a $500 prize from Origin. To assist Sharelle with this presentation from Origin, would you please welcome Truck Nguyen. Big thanks to our friends from Origin for their wonderful support, and great to have you here for our last formality of the evening. And probably comes as no surprise to anyone who can add up. Our 2024 Sharelle McMahon Medalist is Kira Austin.
Shoot it, offloads it to Kira Austin. Can she take another? Dribbles in, Kira Austin.
Austin finds it up, she nails it.
She swings it.
And straight away, Kira Austin into the action.
Austin, fingertips, keeps the ball in.
Austin, again, supreme shooting.
Big round of applause, please, for our Sharelle McMahon medalist. Before B, as a little chat, we'll get a little photo as well. Just in the background, we'll pop up the final leaderboard. So everyone can see we had 11 players poll votes this year, which is a fantastic effort. Kira, of course, with 53. Our runner-up Kate with 46. Joe with 38. M. Mannix and Baby with 29. Sophie Garvin, 27. Hannah Money, 24. It's a huge leaderboard. And now we have our Sharelle McMahon medalist for 2024, Kira Austin.
Firstly, congratulations. I want to talk about your game individually. You had a really dominant season, no surprises. This is why you're the top of the leaderboard. But can you take us through what it felt like for you this season compared to last?
I don't think I can really put it down to one thing. I think for a while I've wanted to be a more consistent player. That's been my feedback for a while. And I think this is probably my 6th year playing at this level, and I think we're hitting that age now where you get to this age and then everyone starts to play really good netball. I feel like it's happened in the past, so I'm slowly getting there. But I think this year was all about being consistent. I haven't won a premiership before, which makes the loss even harder, and it's something that I'm really desperate to get and something that I'd really desperately want with this group of girls. So I think when you have that kind of mindset in the back of your mind every time you're going out there to play, it really does motivate you to go out and kind of give your best performance.
So Sharelle McMahon's nodding along because she's so happy that a goal attack has finally won this award. It's something that hasn't been part of this leaderboard for a little while now. So Kira, you take that mantle first, but let's talk about you as a goal attack. 70 super shots this season, just you to your name, and an average of 86% across the entire season. It's such impressive numbers. You were so dominant. Round of applause. We know the Power 5 is part of the game, and it has been for a little while now. What do you think about when it gets into that last 5 minutes of each quarter? Is it something like you've got a big smile on your face now? Is it something you just absolutely love to own?
I hated it when it first came out. I think I've learned to love it. It's definitely something that's staying in the sport, and it's made the sport really exciting, and it has, I guess, let teams stay in touch, and certainly we've used it this year to sort of stay in touch with a few teams. But yeah, I think, it was also a goal this year. I wanted to be a more consistent player, but I also wanted to really trust in my ability to shoot, channel my inner Sharelle McMahon and just go to post. And I have great support around me that make it easy to just back myself in and go for gold. I've got incredibly awesome, incredibly impressive rebounder and Soph. And, when Lil came on and just shot the goals for me, it was great.
Actually, take us through into the relationship and the combination that you all have together, because I got an insight when I got to come to training and watch you, and to see you with Lily and the way that you're coaching her through just simple training drills and helping her and encouraging her. Like, it's what is something that you just love to see.
I think it's the other way around.
Really?
Yeah, Lily's telling us what to do and demanding the ball.
I love that, Lily. You've got to keep that up. But tell me what you enjoy most about playing within this combination.
Yeah, obviously, I've been lucky to play with MJ the past 2 years, and we were so excited that she was welcoming little Maximus into the world this year. But, it did leave opportunity for a new circle, and I was stoked that Soph came over to the Vixens. Found out when I was in Zimbabwe after the World Cup, and I was like, it's happening, we're good. And yeah, I remember coming back from some Diamonds commitments and just hearing about this Lily Graham, and I was like, who is this girl? I want to see her. And sure enough, just turned up every week, just wanting to learn more, was just so happy to be there. And I don't know, it reminds me why I always wanted to play netball. I wanted to learn from the people around me. I wanted to get better and see what I could do and go out there and, every week just trying your hardest. So I've loved playing with these girls all year, and yeah, I'm excited for a few more years to come.
And you spoke about Diamonds, getting to play obviously with Soph at the Diamonds. You now move into the international part of the year. Can you take us through what it's looking like for you over the next couple of months and what we can expect? When do we know the team? When do we find out anything about the team at the moment?
Good question. Yeah, we've got a culture camp coming up in 2 weeks' time. I think that's down in Torquay, down Emily's way. So we'll go over to Em's for a barbecue. But probably won't. Yeah, we've got that coming up, a few weeks off, and then another camp and a few tours coming up. I'm really nervous.
Don't let her heckle you from the sidelines.
She's allowed to. A couple of tours. There's a few games against England, Constellation Cup obviously, but we'll find out in a few weeks what tours we get picked on and what we're selected on, and go from there.
Well, you know what? This is your moment. I'm going to let you speak and thank anyone that you need to thank.
Oh, there's so many people. Obviously, to Simone and Di, I remember the Zoom call having 3 years ago, me probably begging on my knees to take me. I was so excited to come down to the Vixens, and I knew I was injured at the time, but, you know, really taking a chance on me and really nurturing me week in and week out. I owe you a lot, and I don't know how I will ever repay it, so thank you. To all of our support staff, I'm going to miss people, Em, Pete, Lise, Kylie, Kim, Dave. Where is he? There he is. And anyone I've missed, like, you put so much work in behind the scenes that, you know, make our job easy. We just get to turn up and play the sport we love, so it doesn't go unnoticed. To the girls that I get to play with, you just make playing so easy, so fun. We get to demand the ball from each other, and I get to intervene in a few family fights. No one understands it, but that's fine. To my family, who I am sure is watching on the live stream, one of my uncles overseas and all my family in New South Wales, I know that you turn up whenever you can, come down to Melbourne and watch all the Sydney games. You bring all of the Sydney crowd, I guess, for us when we're there. And to my partner, Sam. Beyonce, oops. Wedding's in 3 months, that's all right. Yeah, you moved to Melbourne for me, and everything you do, to me, seems like it's for me, so I'm very thankful. I'm really selfless. I'm sure I've missed people, but to everyone here and that supports the Vixens, you guys rock. We love playing for you, and hopefully next year we get the win for you as well.
Beautiful.
I mean, admittedly, as long as the partner and the fiancé is the same person, that's okay. You've won an award, don't get too excited, Kira.
Taking the mic off her now.
Yeah, take the mic right away. Just be very happy that's there. What we should do, and if we can invite our young gentleman forward right here, is it's an amazing season. We all play for the team. We all barrack for the team. We all love the team. But this is a night for individual awards as well. There's nothing individual about anyone who plays for the Melbourne Vixens. Everyone plays team first. However, we do get to celebrate on a night such as this. One magnificent individual has won the Sharelle McMahon Medal. Can you please be upstanding? Raise your glasses. Let's have a toast to the Sharelle McMahon Medalist of 2024, to Kira Austin. One more round of applause to Kira Austin. And now awkwardly, because no one ever knows what to do, you can sit down again, that's fine. This can't be part. You know we pay Grant a fortune to do this. Good work, Grady. Add it to the list. One more round of applause, please. Big thanks to Sharelle McMahon and Kira Austin. A big thanks to everyone who's joined us online tonight. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourselves as much as we have inside the room. The night is still young, B, but what a great night of celebration. We talk about team success. It is the be-all and end-all. But at the end of the year, you've got to look back and celebrate the little wins along the way and some great individual performances as well.
So many things to celebrate, and congratulations to all the award winners, but you just get the feeling that next year they're going to go one better, especially how everyone speaks tonight. I cannot wait to see what happens in 2025.
We very much look forward to it. For everyone who's joined us, thank you very much. For everyone who's in the room, please stick around. There's still plenty of fun and enjoyment for the night. We get to celebrate what has been an amazingly successful 2024. Big round of applause for Bianca Chatfield. Great to have B here as well. Thanks for being part of it, and we'll see you next year.
At Origin, we know sport brings out people's passionate side, and this passion can do amazing things. It's why we're partnering with these legends as part of our ambition to lead the way in cleaner energy. Origin, where all good change starts.
Sixt Car and Truck Rental is ready. Ready to upgrade your summer with Sixt Appeal. What's Sixt Appeal, you didn't ask? It means saying hello to an incredible fleet with incredible service. We rent small cars, big cars, electric cars, and cars as big as trucks. Because they are trucks! It's time to mispronounce our name and get out on the open road in style, in Sixt.